Hello everyone, this week's Parsha is Parshat Ki Tetze, basing this to our Torah and what I heard from Rav Bernstein. It's online, 2017. And Rav Bernstein really focuses on one pasuk in particular, chapter 23, verse 19. So please turn there. And in the meantime, just a bit of background information. The Torah commands us to bring korbanot, obviously not relevant today, but we have to bring korbanot. And there are certain halachas that apply to these korbanot, right? Certain things you can bring, certain things you cannot bring. So one of the limitations of korbanot is if there's a blemish, if it has a broken leg, or the korban is diseased, or that animal is diseased, you can't bring that as a korban. Okay, are there other limitations? And the answer to that question is yes, there are. And this pasuk describes two of them. So we'll go 23:19. Lo tavi etnan zona umecher kelav be'er Hashem Elokecha lechol neder ki to'avat Hashem Elokecha lam shnehem. So you shall not bring what's this etnan zona? So etnan zona is a harlot's hire. It's a harlot's hire. That is to say, there's a harlot, boy or girl, I'll just assume it's a girl. So someone hires a harlot, and in order to pay her, he pays her with a sheep or cattle. That harlot cannot use that animal as a korban, can't be offered. Okay, so that's one. The second was umecher kelev. What's a mecher kelev? If I have a dog, and say you have a sheep, and I trade my dog for your sheep, I can't offer that sheep anymore as a korban because I traded it for a dog. Or I traded my dog for that sheep. You're not allowed. That's what this pasuk is banning. Now, why not? It's an abomination to God. Okay, so why not? Why can't you offer this korban? Now, instinctively, at a basic level, you'd say, well, look at its history. It's got such a solid history. Look at where it came from. Of course you can't bring that. The pasuk says, Ki to'avat Hashem Elokecha. It's an abomination before God. You can't bring a korban that came from such a place. And truth is, there are Mefarshim who say that. The Ibn Ezra says that. He calls it a bizayon. Rambam says that in more Nevuchim. Same svara, same reasoning. But Ramban, Nachmanides, says differently. He says, the reason why you can't bring this korban is because, well, this harlot did what she did. And now she's feeling bad, and she wants to offer her sheep, the sheep that she received as compensation, as a korban, because she wants to do a mitzvah. She wants to do a mitzvah with this sheep. And therefore the Torah answers it, because we see she's just trying to alleviate her pangs of conscience. And the reason why the Torah answers it is because, says the Ramban, we're worried that she's just going to use this korban to justify her continuing her actions. That is to say, she did a negative thing. She now has this sheep. She wants to do a mitzvah because she feels bad. Instead of correcting her actions, she's now just going to use the compensation in order to continue propagating her negative actions. She'll just keep doing what she's doing because she says, look, at least I get some mitzvahs out of it. So the Torah says, absolutely not. You can't do it. Total ban. Now what's interesting here is we have two different ways of explaining the reason behind this mitzvah. That is to say, this prohibition from offering such a korban. One is Rambam and Ibn Ezra. That is to say, we look at the past. Where did it come from? Because of where it came from, you can't offer it as a korban. Ramban looks towards the future. That is to say, what will continue to happen because of this korban? That's what he's focused on. And actually, we see that this is an antithesis of what a korban is meant for. A korban comes from the word karov. It's meant to bring you closer to God. And this korban will really only continue to perpetuate your distance between you and Hashem. So the Torah bans it. Now, to further elaborate, we see the comments of the Kli Yakar in the beginning of Vayikra. That is to say, Vayikra in general is dealing with korbanot, is with the avodah, serving God, and especially at the beginning is talking about korbanot. So if we look right at the beginning, as in Vayikra Parak 1, verse 2, chapter 1, verse 2, it says, God was speaking to Moshe. He asked Moshe to do the following: Daber el bnei Israel, speak to the Jews. V'amarta aleihem, and you should say to them, Adam ki yakriv mikem korban lashem, mina behima, mina bakar, mina tzon, takrivu et korbanchem. Right? So an Adam who sacrifices a korban. Now our question is, what is this Adam ki yakriv mikem? A person who brings a sacrifice. Why Adam? What is that word doing for us? So it says Rashi, Adam, lama nemar. Why does it say that? Ma Adam harishon lo hikriv min hagesel. So just as the first man, the first Adam, as in Adam and Eve, lo hikriv min hagesel, he didn't sacrifice from Gezel, from that which was stolen, because everything was his. He's the only person living. Everything belonged to him, and therefore he didn't have to steal. He just brought from whatever was his. Afatem lo takrivu mina Gezel. So too you should you not steal from Gezel. Okay, so the question is, okay, well, why not? A person steals and now he wants to take this item and donate it as a korban. Why can't he do that? So again, same deal. You might think, instead of kind of correcting your ways, you're just going to do this negative action and you're going to steal. But the Kli Yakar says that's not what Rashi is saying. If Rashi was saying, look, if you can't steal something and then offer that as a sacrifice, well, first, what's the point of that in general? You're not benefiting anything from it, so why would you steal to begin with? But further, Rashi would have used different words. He wouldn't have said, lo takrivu min hagezel. He would have said, lo takrivu min hagazul. Lo takrivu min hagazul. That means you shall not offer a sacrifice from that which you stole. Rashi says, lo takrivu min hagezel. You should not offer a korban from stealing. It's a more general prohibition. Now, what do we mean here? Because a person might go about, he's stealing a lot of money, and he might say, well, what should I do now? And he might think, should I stop? And I'll say, well, no, how about this? How about instead of stopping, I'll take my share on my money. Whatever I'm stealing, I'll put a certain percentage of it aside, and I'll bring a korban, and I'll offer that as a sacrifice, or I'll do some other mitzvah with it, I'll do some good things. And in that way, what you're doing is you're really just kind of propagating the avera, and you're not stopping what you should be stopping. The Torah is not coming to allow you to do this, and therefore Rashi says, lo takrivu min hagezel. We're talking about the overall action here, not about the specific item that you stole. If you're able to donate from stealing, therefore the Torah says it's disqualified as a korban. If you've offered a korban that you were able to acquire because of your act of thievery, of stealing, it is possible. It's negated. That is the lesson we're learning in this week's parsha, and of course from the beginning of Vayikra, and that is a very relevant message now to Elul. We're coming up, it's season for Tshuva. We're coming up on Rosh Hashanah, and it's a broader topic, but in general, you're not really meant to use Tshuva as a way to sin more. The idea of Tshuva is you're supposed to do Tshuva, and you don't want to do negative actions. You're not supposed to use Tshuva as a way to kind of like, look, I'll sin now because I know I can do Tshuva later. That is disqualified. You've effectively used Tshuva as a sin, and that's Asr. And we see that in this week's parsha. Shabbat Shalom. Take care.